Hi, I'm Christine Carter.
And I'm Lindsay Reed Maines.
And this is a video series brought to you by the Greater Good Science Center at UC Berkeley, which aims to give parents tips for raising happy kids and for being happier themselves. Lindsay, if we're here talking about raising happy kids, I think we need to start talking about raising happy moms and the fact that if what we really want is happiness in our children, the first and the best place to start is with our own happiness as mothers and as individuals.
Interesting, because that seems so counterintuitive to most of our culture and the messaging that we hear of what a good mom does. A good mom puts everybody else first, and I have to say, when I go to bed at night, I feel like I'm the last one on my list. And I know that's my choice, but it doesn't sit well with me.
I think we all think of that, the good mother is one who puts other people's needs in front of their own. But actually, there are three really good science-based reasons why we want to think of our own happiness first as a way to raise happy kids. The first reason is that emotions are really contagious. If I laugh, there's a little part of your brain that's going to light up and think that you're laughing. And we know this to be true when it comes to anger, I think more so. Somebody's angry and they kind of get right up in our face.
Definitely.
We can feel our heart rate go up and we kind of might break a sweat, get tense. What I want you to know is that that is true for all emotions. So if we're having a positive emotion, that's going to spread throughout our household. So if what we want is happy kids, when we bring happiness into our own lives, we're going to spread that to our children.
That makes sense.
The second reason that I think it's important for us to think of our own happiness first is that happiness gives us the resources that we need to be a better parent. So research shows that parents who have a lot of positive emotions in their lives that are happy tend to be warmer and more responsive to their children. So it makes us better listeners.
I definitely can see that in our family life. For example, last week, I had a day to be in New York with my friends and create collage art and get gluey hands and just really have fun doing what I love to do.
Yeah, it's great.
And when I got home the next morning, I was embroiled in this huge pants versus shorts battle with my daughter over what she wanted, and I was getting all grown-up-y about it, about this is what you will do. You will wear the pants I decree. And she, of course, was frustrated. And the more I thought about it, the more I was like, well, why? Why does this matter? Is this going to matter tomorrow or the next day? And I was able to respect her individuality more because I had had that space myself.
The day before to be happy, to do what it took for you to be an individual and for you to be happy. So that's great. The other thing that you were doing is modeling happiness yourself the day before. And that's the third reason why we want to take care of our own happiness first, is because kids do what we do, not necessarily what we tell them to do.
Agreed.
So we can tell them all these things that will help make them happy, but if we're exercising and getting enough sleep and going out with our friends or doing whatever it takes for us to be happy ourselves, kids learn, oh, these are the things that make up a happy life, and they're much more likely to model that from us.
I think that that's so true. It's because kids just smell hypocrisy a mile away.
Yes, they do, don't they?
My teenager especially, if he sees me saying, get plenty of sleep and go to bed early, and then staying up all night watching whatever I feel like, he knows that then obviously I'm not practicing what I'm preaching.
Right.
And it's much harder for me to be a credible source of happiness.
Yes, that's right. So our tip for this week is to do something every single day that makes you happy. So for me, I like to have these little moments of bliss, and I need to kind of schedule them, actually. I mean, I know that sounds kind of strange, scheduling fun or scheduling happiness, but I know these little things that make me happy. Like I really love to get up early in the morning before my kids are awake and make myself coffee and then take the coffee back into my bed and read a novel, even if it's just for 10 or 20 minutes, that does it for me. Gives me this little burst of happiness. But I have to really schedule it in the sense that I'm always looking at my calendar the night before. I know I can't go out too late because I'll miss my moment of bliss in the morning.
We cannot have that.
No, we cannot have that. So
I actually have to keep a list around of things that make me happy, because if I'm in a funky place, I don't even remember what makes me happy anymore. Things like take a bubble bath, make chocolate chip cookies.
It sounds like a fun list to make.
It's not a bad list.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so this week we're going to do one thing on that list every day.
I'll take the assignment.
All right, thank you, Lindsay.
Thank you.